That's the wrong way around, isn't it? I don't know. Is it like biased towards left or right-handed? Anyway, I want to talk about the history, or the prehistory rather, of the Nerdfighter symbol. Sign, rather. Which is this. Okay, you've got this. What you do, obviously, is you abduct your third and fourth digit, finger rather, and you from your first and second finger, and you produce that symbol. Now that symbol is well known from another context, of course, which is presumably why it's used, which is live long and prosper from Star Trek. Now, this is where it starts to get interesting. First of all, that was what Leonard Nimoy was able to do. However, the person who played T'Pau, whose name I temporarily forget, wasn't able to do that. So what happened was, her hands were arranged in that form, and then she raised it up and did that. Because some people find it difficult, and apparently William Shatner also finds it difficult, because he has to have a piece of fishing tackle tied around his fingers in order for him to do that. If that's difficult, then this would be even more difficult, and this would be even more. Now, the question is, where did Leonard Nimoy get it from? Well, according to him, what it was is a ritual in a synagogue, because apparently he's Jewish, where he was asked not to peek, and he ended up peeking, and he found that they were doing this, the rabbis. Now, why were they doing that? The answer is that that is the letter shin in Hebrew, from a name for God, El Shaddai, the Almighty. In other words, the God of high places. The interesting thing about that, apart from anything else, is that God in Exodus is shown as being on Mount Sinai and doing all the thunder and lightning and all that sort of stuff. And that is Almighty God, El Shaddai. But it is actually from a Ugaritic predecessor, which was Shaddai, the God of high places. And the letter shin represents that. Now, the thing about that is, if we're talking about a God of high places, that becomes very interesting, because Leonard Nimoy was, in a sense, our God of high places as Spock. Because what we tend to do in hard science fiction is, I think, we tend to project utopia up into the heavens and up into space. And that is a very positive thing. So we ourselves, in a sense, do believe in an ultimate concern, a God of high places. And in those high places, we are thinking about a realm where people are, well, basically awesome. So it actually really links together quite well, even though you might be put off by the patriarchal, Abrahamic, judgmental seeming tone of some Judeo-Christian religion. And so, I actually think that the link between the Nerdfighter symbol, and I've put it as symbol again, I mean sign, don't I? And the El Shaddai, God of high places, is really neat, because actually we do believe, in a sense, in an awesome God of high places. It doesn't have to be God as in a metaphysical being. Flying spaghetti monster, invisible pink unicorn and so forth are, you know, fine. It's actually the God of high places in the sense that our ideals are very high, and we believe in perhaps we believe in the triumph of technology over adversity, and therefore making the world less sucky by believing in something up there in space, in the heavens, which is a very good thing. So I don't actually think there's any contradiction between the idea of a God of high places, represented by the letter shin, and the Nerdfighter symbol, which I still don't know whether it's meant to be left or right-handed. Presumably it can be either, because, you know, what's wrong with being left-handed?